Hi, it is the Human Operating System time. This channel is for education and technology only. Today is January 12th, year 2020. I'd like to announce that there is a new Wing Chun platform now is ready to be used. And the platform is the 2020 platform. And I'm going to explain to you what it is, why it is, how it is, why it is needed. Okay, now let's look into this platform. Platform is the basis of the art at a certain time. So we know at 1850 Red Boat, where Wing Chun is beginning to get known by the world, there is a platform. There is a platform, and this platform is based on traditional Chinese martial art culture, such as the Shaolin sword strike, the Chinese medicines, and so forth. Okay, so this got nothing to do with whose lineage, which grandmaster. Put that on the side. This is a technology issue. So the platform at the 1850, it is a solid platform based on traditional Chinese culture and martial arts in details. Now, after the Red Boat uprising, and then hundreds of years later, there exists a 1960s platform. The 1960 platform is what the platform used today. Okay? One thing is that there is nothing to do with right or wrong of a platform. Platform existed because one need to have a basis at different era. By 1960s, most Chinese have no idea of what happened about the culture of 1850s. Technology side, one, most Chinese do not know what is going on here, because at early 1900, the Chinese have switched to a different type of language. So the culture, the Chinese culture, Chinese martial art culture, by 1960, most people have no idea what it is. And at that time, you need a platform, a platform, so that the art be able to survive, to grow, to continue on. So every era have their needs and have their requirement, so that a platform is needed. Now, this is year 2020. 60 years after the 1960s, the world have changed big time, very big time. Imagine that from writing a letter that you will get 3 weeks to get to the friend you wrote, and today within seconds you can send an email to your friend. That's how fast it changed from here. So today it is a different world, and you can start to see the MMA, different martial art and so forth raised up. Okay, so this is a different era, and thus it needs a different platform for effective training to get result and be able to proceed and grow further. About growth, for example, if you use the 1850 platform at 1960, who's gonna know that? Who is going to be able to grow that art? You can, because people don't understand what's going on anymore, and based on their society needs and so forth, it is impractical. So you did the 1960 platform. So there's nothing wrong or right, just the era change, human evolve and so forth. You need that, it exists. It solves problem. Now 2020, the same again. We are really different than 1960. So we need a new platform. So what is this new platform, this 2020 platform is about? Well, the 2020 platform is taken the 1850s Red Boat platform, okay? Taking that platform and we make it scientific, meaning that we map it into physics, sports science, and the sports science training and recovery tracking. So we map the 1850s, the basis of the 1850s platform into map. So we know very clearly what is going on in terms of physics, sports science, in terms of the sports science concept of training and recovery and tracking. With this, one be able to have effective training. One be able to get result. There's no more guessing games here. And one be able to grow, because if you have a competitor like your MMA and different style, they are growing, your competitor is growing. One need to be able to use this to analyze them and then to proceed to evolve the Wing Chun and grow. This thing is just impractical to use anymore because they don't have the language. It's like vocabulary. And today, if people talk about APP, you say you know right away what is the APP. It's applications in your smartphone. But 50 years ago, you said APP, people say what? Huh? What is that? Well, you are facing that now. 50 years ago, you said, well, we have a smartphone. You said, what the heck are you talking about? It is a different world. So, all those techniques, Qi and Jing and all those stuff of the 1850, right now, map into science and physics and trackable technology. We get into the 2020, it becomes the impulse momentum, body conditioning or body mechanics, and then the synchronize and sequence of how you synchronize different elements of the body, such as the 6 core elements, your body, your mind, your breathing, your energy, your strength, your momentum, and then how is the sequence to develop it, okay? So, techniques here, we now know, because we have this basics, scientific basic, techniques is a type of techniques is a type of impulse momentum which is based on the body conditioning or the body mechanics and the age or the time. Because when human grow old, okay, and human physical condition change with our aging. So techniques is a functions of impulse momentum, which is the functions of body conditioning and the functions of your age. Okay? So in other words that impulse momentum, you need this body conditioning to support. While in the body conditioning and mechanic, that is depend on your age, because this is we're human. And then we do it in the synchronized way and develop it with the sequence there. So this is all this technique, Qi, Jing, and whatever now is become this. And using this, Why not only be able to analyze what we have in the 1850s or 1960, we be able to analyze our competitor or our opponents. Only we be able to analyze our opponents, we be able to know what it is. And only we be able to analyze it, we can synthesize, making new thing. For example, today there are many Wing Chun practitioners who fought in MMA. Okay? Who fought in MMA, who's very good, who's coaching here. You guys know who they are? They can take this platform and run because they now know what happened in 1850s. They know what happened today because they are in the MMA ring and they know about this, and then they can, based on this basis, they can create their own thing, which is needed in this era for Wing Chun. Instead of trapped in the 1850 platform, like everything has to translate to the 1850 platform, or everything has to be based on the 1960 platform. Well, if you do that to Wing Chunners who coach the Wing Chunner to fight in the MMA ring, you're killing him. You're blocking him up because obviously we know now 1960 platform do not have all the bolts and nuts. And we know now 1850s platform, there are all kinds of stuff which today we don't understand anymore. And you get into Qi, Jing, mysterious philosophy, internal, which doesn't make any sense at all. So you make these people, these good Wing Chun people, talented people, suffer. You block him from his progress. Why is it that you only have Grandmaster in 1960 and 1850? Why can't you have a Grandmaster today start your own lineage? So, 2020 platform is an open platform. It makes everybody be able to contribute based on their experience. Like this example of a Wing Chun coach, which is coaching his people to fight in MMA, to compete in the MMA. If they know this now, they know this now, they know this, the training recovery, the scientific, this is the modern, this is the ancient, and this is the basis now based on the modern and ancient. When they met different type of scenario in their coaching or in their competitions in the MMA ring, they be able to create or to synthesize a new platform of technology based on the 2020 platform. And thereby they deserve to start their own lineage. They deserve to know as the Grandmaster in the 1960 and the 1850. You have the number of Wing Chun practitioners is how many? 6 million lately they say, according to the news. Well, we just say, okay, how about 1/3, 2 million. There are 2 million Wing Chunners. You know how many people who is talented in the in Wing Chun within that 2 million? Say you said, you know, how about you say 1%? How many good guys is 1% of 2 million? Are we going to trap them in the 1960 platform, say everything has to map into Tan Bong Fok? While, face it, the 1960 platform is not even following the 1850 platform for the big picture. So why are we going to limit our people in 2020 have to follow the the 1960 platform or to follow the to 1850 platform, which is limit, and you just choke them to death. Okay? So this is what it is. And so with this, Wing Chun don't need to go Tai Chi, go this internal. We know clearly what the heck is going on. And it is modern sports science explainable. You know, we don't want to be in the what do you call that? Villager view. It's like my aunt era, when the American Apollo 11 go to the moon. My aunt told me that's not true, because per Chinese, there is this goddess in the moon. American, there's no way to go there. Okay, so we cannot get into this belief, thinking, legends, and Qi, Jing, and but what everybody use the term, the Tao, and so forth, and nobody know what the heck's going on. No. Today, after about 40 years, we already have this. 40 years of my life, okay? So, the notions of 2020 platform is to set everybody free. We know what it is. It's like we know what our parents do, but we can do differently. But we are still have the same last name. We still respect our parents. We are not going to run the business the same exactly with the rule of our parents. We cannot do it. If you do it, you get obsolete. That's reality. Can the 1960 run by the rule of 1850s platform? No, you can't. It's impractical. Okay? So it's that standpoint. And with this, actually, I have already worked out the textbook. These two books, I have already worked out. This is for the more into the impulse momentum. This is for the impulse momentum and the body conditioning. So whatever you want to know about Qi, Jing, blah, 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 is in this book. What you want to know and what you don't even know it exists is in this book. Okay? The Wing Chun short strike momentum is in this book. And you can see that within this, there's no such thing as Hendrik's biography. Hendrik Sifu said this. No, it is based on evidence, because we need to have a platform. Otherwise, we're screwing people. Okay, if this is Hendrik say, that's called screwing people. We want educations, we want technology. Okay? And we want to be able to verify. Are you in the recovery mode? Are you in the training mode? This is, for example, people who talk about this internal art, Qi. You ask them, serious, you ask them, can they have the watch, like this watch, be able to measure your training load, your oxygen epoch, so forth, and your recovery, your heart rate variability? Get the guy who do internal art, Qigong and so forth. Can they be able to pass this? Well, this is a challenge, but this challenge is not from me, Hendrik. This challenge is from the modern sports science people. You can keep talking about all this Qi, Jing, your energy, your spiritual, your health, whatever health. But if you cannot even satisfy the modern sports science training, recovery, tracking, then you don't have anything. Because you don't even have the basic human basic. So, to map here, to write this book, is to transfer it back. So as the cover of this this book. Okay, this side is the 1560 General Qi Ji Guang's writing. This is the Chinese the 12 meridians, the qi, the medicines, and so forth. This is the mala, which is for the practice of meditations and so forth, or samadhi. Then we talk about that Wing Chun is Buddhist. This is the wearable device. We need to track it. So this entire thing is sum up 160 years since 1850. We want to consolidate everything, we map everything, the science, so everybody knows this, everybody can effectively train, get result, and growth. There are no room today for guessing what it is. Okay? And channel like this video channel, Human Operating System channel, the videos is further describe or answer questions of what happened of these two books or this thing. It's just only a few days ago I have coached an MD, medical doctor, within 30 minutes on what it means by nurture or develop the qi, as I mentioned here. And today you can measure when you get into the nurture qi state, your heart rate will drop, you'll get into the resting conditions, states. Can be measured now with all this thing. Okay? So, this platform is the basis of the technology. It have nothing to do with which lineage. In fact, it helped every lineage to go further, because now one have a tools. This is the tools. This is the tools, so that we can be doing things effectively, training things effectively, get result, verify result. We can have growth, we can analyze, we can synthesize, we can design a new thing, and we can let those younger generations Wing Chunner proceed. Instead of, you know what, I am Hendrik. I have a direct line from 1850s, so I'm the grandmaster because it's my Sifu who teach me, so I know it all. Nonsense. If I don't fight in the MMA ring, do I know the problem there in the front line? I don't. Okay? So there's the issue. We want to give the best tool for our people. That's what this channel for educations and for technology. And also we want every Wing Chunners who is not in the fighting but in the competitions, but in the daily life, be able to use Wing Chun. Whatever you exist in the 1850s, to help their body to recover, because today is a very stressful life. So in this book, it shows you what is going on with this thing. Didn't everybody say, okay, you practice Wing Chun is for strengthen your body, and then for self-defense, for common folks like us? No, not the pro who fight in the MMA, you know, they are different world. But disregard of what, don't we want to know what is recovery or this chi stuff to help us recovery, so that we be able to track it with this? Well, in this book, there's all records there. Real data. It is not about grandmaster, it's data, it's all scientific. So this is to sum up the 2020 platform for you. You are free to use it or not use it. For who want to use it, this is an open platform. Use it in your school. I don't pattern this thing, because this thing is for what? for everybody. I have a duty. I have a duty. I was worried the other day that if I die before this book published, I was worried, I was concerned. That's why I tell people, say, all those who editing this book, saying that if I die accidentally, release this book for zero money, so everybody know, because you need this for this era. Again, not to say that people in the 1960s is bad or the 1850s is bad or I'm better than them. No, it is not that. It is different era, you need different tools, and these all are tools. Platform is a tools to help Wing Chun grow. And later on, other traditional Chinese martial art or Qigong might want to follow this. I welcome them to use it. Why not? You have a Wing Chun platform 2020 which you can help other brother and sister in traditional Chinese martial art, or even in other martial arts of the martial art of the world. Why not? We are here not just trying to say, well, I'm number one, I can beat you. We are here to do a good positive contributions to mankind. Remember the 1850s Wing Chun ancestor? The Red Boat Uprising is for fighting the Qing for the people.